Hello, hello, and welcome to another update on silver. The silver chart is still, you could say, moving sideways up here. As I said to you last time, we don't really have a confirmation that a top is in yet, and the analysis allows us to understand which levels need to be broken for a first confirmation that indeed a top has been made in this wave one, or it could also be a C wave. We talked about that, but for now, as long as we're holding this support area in the next pullback, I'm rather looking for higher prices. It's just important to note that so far the pullbacks have remained corrective in nature. The move up is very stretched, at least if we consider it as a 5-wave move in wave 1 with a wave 2 to come. However, it could also just be a C wave, an ABC structure. But if it's a C wave, then I will not rule out one more high. So we need to be ready for potentially one more upside extension. But I'm going to watch, first of all, this support area, or let's call it level here. It's the swing low from the 12th of June, Thursday there, at around 35.45, depending on which instrument you're trading. You might get a slight difference in levels there, in maybe a few cents. Could just impact that. Not in a major way, but that swing low basically. If we get a decisive break below, then I will first watch then I will assume the top is in, but I will still keep an eye on this micro support area. That's a micro support area between $34.66 and $35.18. Why is this relevant? Because if we're dealing with an ABC structure, then first of all, the A wave could form a low here. Yeah, it's just an area that could be of interest. Because also the 23.6 retracement level goes through this area and it's relevant on the micro level. So there's a bit of a cluster of support there in the $34 to maybe $35 area. That's one thing. In addition to that, it is entirely possible that this fourth wave is still extending. That could happen, right? That is something that could catch out the bears. So I want to keep an eye on this support area. Okay, it's just an area from where I think a bounce will be very likely. And that could even be just a B wave bounce in the orange count, or we might be dealing with, or we might be dealing with, maybe just one more high. So for now, the wave count to the upside remains full, it remains complete. I think there is no real opportunity right now, not from a short trade point of view, not from a long trade point of view, at least not from an Elliott wave point of view. However, there could be opportunities that come up either in this zone for short-term traders, if you know what you're doing, or in a wave 2. I mean, you should always know what you're doing, otherwise you shouldn't be in the markets. But it is a much better opportunity. Might be found in this support area. Okay, when we have a nice ABC structure to the downside, and we get a clear read on the waves, and we're approaching key support levels, then there is a much better reward to risk ratio down here, because the next rally to the upside could obviously be a third wave if this pullback is a wave 2. And it should unfold as an ABC structure, so as a 3-wave move, like an A wave and a B wave and then a C wave down. So this is what I'm tracking here. I'll also keep an eye on gold. As you know, we're tracking gold as well. So that also suggests that we could be close to a pullback, or we could be starting a pullback. So that kind of aligns, even though overall, bigger picture-wise, there is a case to be made that silver could be outperforming gold in the next rally to the upside. So I'm definitely going to keep an eye on that. I'll keep you updated. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates on silver, on gold, but also the S&P 500, ES futures chart, NASDAQ charts, and so on, check out our stocks membership. You can find the link in the description. Silver and gold updates are there also included as additional bonus updates. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.